When we were talking about children's books, I thought we were talking about children's books, not actual children.
Yeah, so you think I'm rushing things, huh?
Well, we've only been married not even 2 days. I think maybe, you know, I don't know if we're ready to have kids.
When do you know?
Know what?
When you're ready. I mean, there's a lot of people out there becoming parents whether they're ready or not, so.
I don't know. I think you just know one day.
You know, Bubbles, most people have this conversation before the I-dos.
Yeah, well, we're not most people.
I know. You know what I'm talking about. They sit over a Cosmo and they talk about how many they want and whether they want a boy first or a girl first, or if there's twins that run in your family or twins that run. Didn't you ever discuss this with Mike?
Why do you always bring Mike into everything? Let's just enjoy what we have. I mean, I really kind of like our life the way it is. In fact, I like it so much that I don't really want to change anything between us.
Let's not do this here.
Why can't you just admit that you love her?
Because I don't.
Well, tell that to your face every time she walks in the room.
Okay. Maybe I'm a little reactive. Jealous, even. But not for the reasons you think. All right, I don't know, Katie Henry started talking about kids, made me realize how much I've always wanted a family of my own.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. You're gonna make a great father someday.
Someday, I don't know, you make it sound like I'm waiting for my life to begin. And you know what? I don't think I want to wait anymore, Jen. I scared you off for the family talk, didn't I?
No. We're missing a few essential things like an engagement, a wedding.
We'll still do all those things. And look, I know this seems like it's coming out of nowhere.
No, I know where it's coming from.
Oh, Jen, I've always wanted to be a dad.
Well, in case you haven't heard, there are ways you can do that on your own now.
Yeah, I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy, you know. I don't want to do it that way. I want a wife. And I want a home. And I want a dozen arms wrapped around me when I come through the door.
A dozen?
Half a dozen. I don't know. I mean, I just thought now that the company isn't on front burner, we could shift focus.
To diapers and 2 o'clock feedings?
To a bigger commitment. Okay, not in the next 10 minutes. You know, but we could practice. Practice till we drop. Till it's perfect. Just like you. Absolutely perfect.
We can recycle those later.
Conversation over?
What?
Let's just take it to the abstract here, okay? In theory, do you want children?
Yeah.
The old-fashioned way?
Are you asking him if I'm ever gonna have sex with you?
Not in the abstract.
Right now, for me, having sex and wanting children are 2 different things.
What, did you miss basic anatomy class, or?
I just, you know, I mean, everything's happening kind of fast. We just had the wedding, and we're getting used to being husband and wife, and sleeping in the same bed.
No, sleeping being the operative word.
Right, so let's just enjoy every little moment, like moving your stuff in and making this a home. And don't forget, we do have Snickers.
Bubbles, when I thought about the pitter-patter of little feet, if those feet weren't covered in fur with whiskers and a nasty carrot habit. So.
You're gonna be a great dad someday.
Well, my Aunt Tilly always used to say, all good things come to those who wait. Of course, Aunt Tilly confused telephone poles with Christmas trees, so. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
For understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. You want to shake your hubby a dry one?
Straight up?
Oh, you spoil me. If that is Mike, tell him we're low on vodka and to go home.
Well, hello.
Hello.
What are you doing here so late?
Where's Mr. Katie?
No cracks about Henry, please.
Actually, I come bearing a wedding gift.
Oh. Well, you could have given it to us at our reception if you had actually been at our reception.
May I?
Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Oh,
And while you're at it, you might as well just get to why you're here. The real reason, Craig. What do you want this time?
That was the longest ride home.
Torture. Prepare to be amazed.
Again?
And again, and again. What's wrong?
Oh, I can't. I'm not ready.
You were ready a second ago.
It just feels different, like it's not about us anymore.
It's all about us.
Like, I think maybe I've given you the wrong idea about what I want from my life right now. When I told Craig I was leaving Street Jeans, it was about my mother, Mike. It wasn't about me suddenly deciding that I don't want to work anymore, because I do.
I'm okay with you working.
But it's not just about working. It's about building a career. And you know the kinds of hours that takes.
Maybe I could be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, that's fair. You sit home changing diapers while stacks of blueprints pile up that you can't build.
It's worth it.
Now, tonight, you feel that way. But we both have to be willing to sacrifice, and I'm not.
Jen, lots of parents have careers and kids.
Yes, after they're successful and they're ready. You and I, we're just not there. And if and when we decide to have children, I don't want it to be a reaction to what's going on in Katie's life.
Oh, don't start.
No, it happened before. I moved in here right after they got engaged.
That had nothing to do with us.
It was just a coincidence?
I don't plan my life around Katie. I'm sorry. It's just the way it's me, you know, it's the way I'm wired. Always wanted to be a father. And I was once. Her name was Nora. And I never got to hold her or raise her, but she was mine. And then when Carly was pregnant with Sage, I thought, this is it. You know, I'm finally gonna get to be a dad. And then, when that didn't happen, I couldn't let go of that feeling.
It's beautiful.
We'd make great parents, Jen. I know we would.
Your happiness is very important to me, and I'm hoping that you will let me show you how much.
By giving me a check?
No, by sharing our lives the way a brother and sister should.
Are you in therapy?
No, but I learned a very precious lesson, finally. That you can never replace those you love most.
No, you can't.
Something wrong?
No, it's not you.
Henry?
No, Henry is an incredible husband. He's my best friend. He's everything to me. He's more of a brother than you are. I'm sorry, that was really mean.
No, in most states, a brother's not supposed to be your husband.
Very funny.
I know.
Believe it or not, Henry and I are very happy.
Can I ask you a personal question?
You're going to anyway.
If you had your choice between brotherly Henry and Mike Casanova, would it even be a contest?
Greg, my life is not a contest, and I don't need advice from some bazillion-time loser at love like you.
Well, I got my answer.
When did you stumble on a copy of the Good Brother Handbook?
I'm showing sincere concern here. And you're angry?
I'm not angry.
I was at the wedding, you know. You and Mike were giving off very strong vibrations.
It's called friendship.
Are you having Mike and his honey over for a noodle casserole?
Don't be a jerk, Craig.
Are you happy with this fraternal marriage?
Yeah, I'm happy.
My baby sister sparkles when she's happy. Sparkle's not there, sister.
Well, maybe I'm not the same bubblehead who chased Simon all over the world and couldn't commit to Mike. I'm done playing the games, okay? Mike has his life, and I have mine.
Such as it is.
Henry loves me. He married me knowing that I have feelings for another man. If that's not love, I don't know what is.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I saw the way you were looking at Mike.
Well,
You know, and the good news is, he was looking the same way right back at you.
it doesn't matter. It's over. I'm married now.
Blissfully happy, I might add. Or not. What's going on here? What's the matter?
I'm fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
What'd she, make you buy your way in, Craig?
Oh, no, it's a wedding gift.
What did you say to upset my wife?
Nothing you don't already know, Henry.
You don't have to talk about this if you don't want to.
No, I want to. When Carly was pregnant with Sage, I had everything planned out. You know, how she'd look, and where she'd go to school, what I was gonna get her for her first Christmas present. And now when I see her, it just reminds me of everything that I'm missing in my life.
And it has nothing to do with Katie.
These are my dreams, Jen. I want you to be a part of them.
One day.
Good. You know what I'm dreaming about right now? Going back to the bed and starting our night all over again.
That sounds like a pretty good dream to me.
Making love to the most beautiful woman in the world. What now?
Racing in bedroom.
Katie's always been very emotional, Henry. You're her husband.
Don't con a con man, Craig. Come on. There's not enough zeros on that check to make me even consider hurting my wife.
We were having a very nice conversation, actually. She said you were the brother she had never had. You're supportive and loyal, and even your wedding helped her save face in front of family, friends.
Well, it's a gorgeous face. It deserves to be saved.
Yes, still, I wouldn't want to be the guy to stand in for... Well, I think you catch my drift.
I think I know what you're not saying, Craig. Win, place, or show. I'm in the money, and Mike isn't even in the race anymore.
I just want to say one thing on the subject of kids, and then I will leave it alone.
Okay.
I understand you're not ready, but I am glad that we talked.
Me too.
And I want you to know on the work front, I am there for you. I think that you could market burlap. You don't need your mother or Craig Montgomery, or anybody else for that matter.
You know, no one's ever believed in me like you do.
No one's ever loved you like I do. And when it's the right time for both of us, we'll have that family.
Well, I can promise you one thing. If we ever do have a daughter, we will never name her Barbara.
Craig, I love your sister.
I don't doubt that,
Even
Henry.
if our marriage began in a way that some people consider unconventional, there's no telling where it can go from here, all right? In fact, you might even find a few little Colemans running around here, not before too long.
What are you still doing here?
Oh, wearing out my welcome.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm tired. I gotta go to bed.
Listen, get yourself something nice, will you? I love you.
I love you too. Thank you for the gift.
That's all right.
I'll walk Craig out.
No,
Keep the bed warm.
obviously, I misread the situation.
Obviously.
It's good to know my sister means so much to you, Henry.
Katie's happiness is my life's work.
I hope you mean that.
I do. That's what love is.
Yes, Henry, you know, you're right. Sometimes I think love is doing what's right for the other person, that it's not necessarily right for you. It's good to know that her happiness means so much to you, Henry. Good night. Well, give that about a month. That's out with Henry and with Mike. Clear sailing for me, Jennifer. Street